Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of our official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Yates.
Let us pray. Holy and Almighty God, today we gather with joy and gratitude to celebrate this milestone, the first of many in the lives of these young men and women who graduate today and take their oath to support and defend the Constitution of this great nation. During their training, they have demonstrated their zeal for service and the warrior spirit. Today, bless them with the resolve to fulfill the high calling they received as airmen. We ask your blessing on their families, their friends, and loved ones who have supported them to complete their journey through basic military training. And we give you thanks, and we ask your blessing for the instructors who have invested many hours to develop responsibility, integrity, and teamwork in these airmen. Gracious God, fill these airmen with a spirit of wisdom, understanding, and fidelity, so that as they take their first steps off this parade ground, they may honorably follow those who've gone before them to become our next generation of leaders. We pray all these things in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Yates. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Parade. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the hosts for today's ceremony. The Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel Jason Carruthers. Representing the Superintendent, Air Force Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Mark Corleone. Today's reviewing officer is the Commander, 514th Air Mobility Wing, Joint Base McGuire-Dix, Lakehurst, New Jersey, Colonel Thomas Pemberton. Accompanied by the Command Chief, 514th Air Mobility Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Dana Capaldi. Also in attendance with us today, the Assistant Adjutant General, Rhode Island National Guard, Cranston, Rhode Island, Brigadier General Kimberly Bauman. The Vice Commander, 25th Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Brigadier General George Reynolds, accompanied by his wife, Deanna. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. The airmen who will pass and review today have completed a demanding 8.5-week program that provides Air Force units throughout the world with trained airmen. Part of this training includes the time-proven concepts of military customs and traditions, of which this parade is a vital part. All graduating airmen will also march over the enlisted Heroes Walk. They will lead the way for the thousands of airmen that will follow, all reflecting on our enlisted heritage, tradition of honor, and our legacy of valor. Our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Joshua Leonard, Instructor Supervisor, 320th Training Squadron. Colonel Pemberton will review today's ceremony.
Word. Ha!
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. 737th Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Commander's Excellence Streamer. The Commander's Excellence Streamer is awarded to the 331st Training Squadron, Flight 742, for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 4 September 2018 through 2 November 2018. Signed, Jason Carruthers, Colonel, United States Air Force. Seven 37th Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Third Quarter Retreat Excellence Streamer. The Third Quarter Retreat Excellence Streamer is awarded to the 321st Training Squadron for excellence in retreat competition during the period of 1 July 2018 through 30 September 2018. Signed, Jason Carruthers, Colonel, United States Air Force.
Review!
and gentlemen, the graduating airmen passing in review today represent a portion of the 40,000 recruits who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the enlisted corps of the greatest Air Force in the world. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Air Force. The flights you will view today are a representation of the enlisted force. Each flight represents an enlisted member of the Air Force who has embodied our core values and contributed to its heritage. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run, pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes walk. The airmen recognized on the pavers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States Air Force in armed conflict, including present-day operations in Afghanistan. They include 8 Medals of Honor, 27 Air Force Crosses, and 188 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all airmen to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. Armed with a knowledge of our past, the airmen will exit the Heroes Walk by marching over a blue line, signifying their accession into the greatest air power in the world. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps from the 321st Training Squadron, performing today under the direction of Master Sergeant Douglas Koss, hometown Zeleenople, Pennsylvania. These trainees are also in basic military training, but have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. We would like for you to notice our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. Once the flags have passed in review, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review, our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Joshua Livin, Instructor Supervisor, 320th Training Squadron, hometown, Cheyenne, Wyoming. From the 321st Training Squadron, the 737 Training Group Drum and Bugle Corps, led by Master Sergeant Ashley Gonzalez, hometown, Tacoma, Washington, and Staff Sergeant Gary Schulte, hometown, Wichita Falls, Texas. The A Squadron Commander is Master Sergeant Charles Doobie, Military Training Instructor, 321st Training Squadron, hometown, Barstow, California. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force number 17, Cody Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Justin Gonzalez, hometown, New Braunfels, Texas. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Matthew Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Michael Watlington, hometown Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm a 324th Training Squadron, representing the 1st Female Combat Arms Major Command Program Manager, Duprat Waldo Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Scott Williams, hometown Fort Worth, Texas. From the 324th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 2, Harlow Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Ryan Yeoman, hometown Schertz, Texas. From the 324th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 15, McKinley Flight, led by Master Sergeant Jennifer Petronas, hometown Anchorage, Alaska. The squadron selected as the color guard is from the 321st Training Squadron, led by Master Sergeant Brian Matthews, hometown Brownsville, Tennessee. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are from the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 6, our 4th flight, led by Staff Sergeant Brandon Lucio Stockwell, hometown St. Petersburg, Florida, and Technical Sergeant Martina Camacho, hometown Great Falls, Montana.
Head up! Hey!
The B Squadron Commander is Technical Sergeant Monica Gonzalez, Military Training Instructor Trainer, 324th Training Squadron, hometown Cologne, Panama. From the 324th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 11, Campanelli Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Brian Willis, hometown Cincinnati, Ohio. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 7, Andrews Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Kiara Lee, hometown Seattle, Washington. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 8, Parrish Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Nicole Meyer, hometown Lagos, Nigeria. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 3, Kisling Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Marishna Bailey, hometown Ventura, California. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing the Air Force's 1st Female Chief Master Sergeant, Peterson Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Adam Huey, hometown Omaha, Nebraska. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 13, Bench Flight, led by Technical Sergeant James Pomar, hometown Quebradillas, Puerto Rico. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Smith Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jonathan Brand, hometown Atsugi, Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the United States Air Force song. Over the last 8.5 weeks, the airmen before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warrior airmen with the foundation to serve in the world's greatest Air Force. Once these airmen leave basic military training, they will enter Airmen's Week, where they will develop their critical thinking skills and further personalize the Air Force core values. They will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 118 Air Force specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of over 84 Air Force bases around the world or work directly with our sister services. As these airmen move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the Air Force. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment while maintaining home station readiness. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the U.S. military, and an even smaller percentage in the United States Air Force. You should be proud of their accomplishments thus far. The airmen before you have reached a milestone in their Air Force journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. These airmen are the future of our Air Force and will pave the way for future generations of airmen as we continue to fly, fight, and win. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our Squadron Honor graduates as well as their families. Basic Military Training Honor graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence these airmen displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank the families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement helped motivate these airmen through 8.5 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Air Force Basic Military Training, we extend our thanks to the many families and friends of America's airmen for the support of our airmen and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Colonel Pemberton will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me okay? There we go. I hear it now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is this not a beautiful day? What a great day. And thank you for being out here today to celebrate this great accomplishment. It's not lost on me that I'm probably the last person that's between you and your airmen, right? So if you'll indulge me for a few minutes, I just got a few comments and I'll keep it short, I promise. If you are a mother or a father of one of these airmen, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much. Thank you for leading these airmen ultimately to this field here today. Thank you for allowing the MTIs to train them, to mold their character, to sharpen their minds, and to strengthen their resolve. I think they've done a pretty good job. I think I can confidently say if you spent time with your airmen yesterday afternoon, that you saw a change in them that you were very proud of, and that they were a changed person from 8 weeks ago. You agree with that? If you are a spouse of one of these airmen, or a spouse of a current military member, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you very much. After 30 plus years of marriage, I learned long ago that the spouse has a tougher job than what I do. Thank you. Keeping the family together, keeping the home together while supporting the spouse and doing all of those, that's a tough job. And you serve right alongside the members, so thank you, every one of you spouses. And finally, if you are a currently serving military member or a veteran, would you please stand? That's right. Thank you for your service. This behind me is your legacy. They will be filling your shoes, walking into your footsteps, and standing on your shoulders. Airmen, you've come a long ways in these last 8 weeks. Congratulations to each one of you. You've been taught a lot of things. One of the things I'd like to bring up this morning, it's already been mentioned, is the core values. The core values, integrity first, service before self, excellence in all we do. These are not just words that are on a building. They're not just words that are chiseled in monuments on this great base. These are a code that we live by. This is a bond that binds us all together as airmen. Integrity first doesn't just mean doing the right thing when nobody's watching. It means doing the right thing when everybody's watching. Service before self doesn't mean serving because you have to. It means serving because you want to. Excellence in all we do, that means giving it your best every single time you try something. I am absolutely confident that your MTIs have prepared you for any challenge that you have going forward.
And I'm sure that you understand those core values in your head. Now we want to make sure that you understand them in your heart, and you put those into practice as you go in this Air Force. Because that is the common bond that binds us all as airmen. I do have one question remaining for you, Bo. Are you prepared to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? Ladies and gentlemen, I think they're ready.
Instructors, place your flights at attention.
Squadron!
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Order Liberty will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Now please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations, Airmen, and welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Thank you, Colonel Pemberton. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our newest airmen recite the Airman's Creed and remain in place for the departure of our official party. I am an American airman. Thank you. Please be seated.
We're gonna be ready! Right hand! Hey!
Bleachers from your left to your right. The first four heritage flights are from the 323rd Training Squadron. Blue, Roy, Cody, and Matthew's flight. Next, our two Pratt Waldo, Arlo, McKinley, and Campanelli flight from the 324 Training Squadron. They are followed by Andrews and Parrish flight from the 320th Training Squadron. The last four flights are from the 331st Training Squadron. Gisling, Peterson, Finch, and Smith flight. Instructors, dismiss your flights. Airmen in the state flag mast McCoy flight from the 320th Training Squadron will be released to their visitors at the equipment locker to your left after they secure the flags. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving onto the grassy areas. For your safety, we also ask that you only use the stairs to exit the bleachers. All airmen are now released to their visitors. Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the rest of your stay at Joint Base